88 million quid they pocketed for that. 88 million quid. Hi, it's me again, and many people, not me and probably not you, have been waiting a long time to see this Harry and Meghan documentary series that's going to be on Netflix. Much has been touted about it, and they're pocketing, they got paid it cost Netflix 88 million quid to make this documentary. We don't know what their exact pay packet was out of that, but it's millions, right? It's proper millions. But then they got to pay for themselves nowadays, haven't they? Because we're not paying for them anymore, or neither of their family. So they've got to pay their own security and buy a big posh house to keep his missus happy, because the big posh houses they had here obviously weren't big and posh enough for her. But by the by, I don't really care too much about the situation anyway. I just think it's mad that Netflix are spending this kind of money. And they're obsessed a bit with the royal family at the minute, aren't they, Netflix? I mean, they spend fortunes on making The Crown. But it is, to be fair, one of the biggest TV series ever been created. It's brought in a lot of viewers for Netflix. And now this is like the real life Crown, isn't it? Sort of, except for neither of them have got a crown and they don't really want a lot to do with the royal family. I don't know. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's £88 million documentary series will air on Netflix, and the date has been announced as the 8th of December. It was reported that the couple tried to push back the release date to 2023, despite Netflix paying them a rumoured sum of $100 million for the show. Yeah, it's a lot of money, isn't it? I mean, it's no wonder you keep hearing the BBC saying they can't compete with the streaming giants. There's no way they've got this kind of budget for it. What's the budget for Netflix's productions just in 2022? I do remember, I can't remember off the top of my head though. Yeah, I reckon they're spending up to $17 billion on content in 2022. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. And they're just on content spend. That doesn't even include like the infrastructure and the IT and the development and all the other stuff that goes along with running a streaming giant. It's no wonder the BBC can't compete with that. You know, it goes to show how much money there is in being a global streamer, because it's not just America that is the customer for Netflix, is it? You can go to any country in the world and subscribe and enjoy Netflix. And I do enjoy Netflix. I quite like it. And if you think of all the big shows that have been about recently, they're all Netflix shows. Is this going to be one of them though, or is this? I reckon this will flop. I reckon this will flop. There's too much furore around Meghan and Harry, isn't there? Although the Yanks do love them, so it might just be the Brits that don't particularly care for the show, because I think the Yanks do genuinely love them, don't they? They love having them in that country. It is reported that bosses are rattled and blinking first due to the backlash over the 5th series of The Crown. Harry has also been working on a tell-all memoir titled Spare, and along with the Netflix series, both have caused quite a controversy. Yeah. Well, he's got to pay the bills. He's got to pay the bills, and what he's got on the shelf is his family and his history in it. But yeah, The Crown, this season, the latest season, is the Princess Diana season, where she sadly goes, and the story around that. I haven't actually seen it. I haven't watched The Crown, but I do want to watch this season to see how they handle it and how they handle the Bashir thing, whether they do grass the BBC up for being dirty in that whole thing. But yeah, I think it's interesting that it doesn't say how many episodes. No, it doesn't say how many episodes this is going to be, but it says a documentary series, and they've put £88 million, $100 million into this. It's a lot of money. They're confident in it. It might just be the Brits that are fed up with Harry and Meghan, because the Yanks, from what I gather, do quite like them. Are you going to watch it? There'll be a load of virtue signalling nonsense, wouldn't there? And they'll work climate change into it somewhere, or they'll just be moaning or trying to get sympathy or something like that. It's not really my cup of tea, but I might give it a fair chance. That's how I work with Netflix stuff. You know, I watch the first 10 minutes, and if I'm not in, I'm out. That's how I work. It's too much on there to be pissing about watching something you don't want to watch. And let me know if you're going to watch it down in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because that way, hopefully, I'll see you in another video again soon. Ta-da.